Hello again, welcome to another episode of the Daly Collection. Today I'm mixing it up a little bit, doing a little something different. Came across this item the other day. I was just going through some stuff and I said, you know what, this is pretty cool and I think it has a cool story attached to it, so why don't I throw this into the mix? I went to high school in the 80s, graduated in 88, and I went to Western High School in Anaheim, California. 2 blocks from my high school there used to be a club called Radio City. And I went to many concerts there. Saw Slayer there in 1984. Used to always go see this band Witch there. Striper. I mean, bands like Rat, Motley Crue, Poison all played there. In fact, little tidbit, Radio City in Anaheim is the location of the very first Metallica concert ever. They played at Radio City in Anaheim. Unfortunately, I wasn't at that show. Can't win them all. But 2 blocks away from there was my high school. And one day I was leaving school. I'm guessing it was like 85. I was walking out of school through the parking lot. I see this guy standing in the parking lot who looks just like Andy McCoy, lead guitarist of Hanoi Rocks, who I was a big fan of at the time. I loved Hanoi Rocks. I'm looking at this guy and I see him passing out flyers. And I walk up to him and he hands me a flyer. I look at him and I said, "You Hanoi Rocks fan?" He's like, "Oh yeah, dude, they're my favorite." And I'm like, yeah, kind of had a feeling. I was kind of clowning him a little bit, like, yeah, you look just like the dude. But anyway, he gave me this flyer to come see his band, Guns N' Roses. And that guy was Izzy Stradlin. Right there. And I had no idea who he was, and I collected flyers. I was big into keeping flyers from bands, and I took this one home. Kind of wish I had gone to that show now, but I still have the cheesy, cheap flyer that he handed me in the parking lot of my high school. And eventually, I checked them out, became a fan, picked up their record, Live Like a Suicide. And this is exactly what he looked like when he walked up to me that day in the parking lot. But this is an original pressing of their EP before their album Appetite for Destruction, which did moderately well. Label. Make sure I'm holding it up straight so you can actually see it. And anyway, that was a quick one, but that's today's item. Dig it.